Going to be a hot day, no name, so probably not going to take out for a ride. So just cool down, stay in the shade as long as you can. It's already hot and steamy, and it's only 7:45 in the morning. You too, Freckles. Although you're not as dark as no name, so the sun's not going to bother you as much, but stay in the shade. Well, kind of busy this morning. Got up this morning, and the canola price is really, really good. If we go in here and check the price, $7.29. So I decided to sell it. Yeah, was really busy yesterday afternoon. So busy I forgot about the new field, and the weeds grew and grew. And now, unless I use herbicide, I have no way to go ahead and get rid of them. I was so busy because I was installing this. Paid $20,000 for a 3,000 watt solar panel. And yeah, now we don't really have any power problems around here. So much so I'm backfeeding into the grid and getting a good amount of money. So green is go. So that's going to bring in a good amount of cash, I hope. It should repay for itself in a matter of like 4 or 5 days. As long as I don't use too much power around here, I should get my money back on that. Still have a little bit of a loan. Actually, I even kind of forgot how much a loan I got at the moment. Oh yeah, $105,000. But yeah, I sold the rest of the silage from the silo bunker. I had about $26,000 and spent $20,000 on that, which brought me down to 4 or 5. And overnight, the solar panels brought me in some cash. For some reason, overnight, I don't know why. Maybe the moon, I'm not too sure. But married one trip down already with canola, got like 15 grand for one trip. So the money's up to, oddly enough, 33,333. Okay, is that an omen? I don't know. But all the fields are doing good except for the new field. I just really forgot to go down and check on it. Yeah, I'm so used to checking my map on the tablet. I was checking the original fields and forgot about the new field. Yeah, but I was busy putting in a solar panel. I was also busy cutting grass yesterday as well. The silo bunker is full on the other side where the silage was. So I got the autonomous tractor over there. Yeah, I programmed the autonomous tractor. I'm learning how to use that program pretty darn well, I think. That's over there compacting the chaff as I speak. I think I got like 200,000 liters of grass in there. I really need to make a grass field because it's just taking forever to go around and get 200,000 liters of grass. I spent a lot of day just driving around in circles and with a loading wagon. It took me about 4 hours to go around and gather that much grass to make the chaff. Now I just need to compact it down, cover it up, and wait a couple days. But luckily enough, the canola price is good enough. I can go ahead and sell that and probably pay off some of this loan would be good to get it as low as I can. I still have not heard from the farm owner, so I'm not really sure what's going on there. I really thought I would have heard something from them after I took out a loan, because they told me not to. But maybe I don't know, maybe they're seeing what's going on here and like, you know what, a loan may not be a bad thing to get the farm really going. I'm not sure. I would like to hear something from them because really still have not really heard anything after asking if they were to sell the farm, how much would they sell it for. And the only thing I've heard from them since is when we got no name, just a letter saying, here's no name, take good care of them. That was basically it. So I'm not really sure. Have no idea what's going on. Yeah. Meanwhile, as for the store, there was a note on the door saying 4 days from now they will stop taking the loose grass, straw, and hay. So I got 4 days to bring down extra straw if I have it and all that. So after this harvest, the rest of the straw has to be pelletized to sell it down here, or I have to store it and use it for something. 15,314, bringing the money to almost up to $50,000. I love that. That is really good for the farm, so I can almost pay off half that loan today. If the soybean price goes up, because I got a good amount of it, that would even be even better. Just get rid of the loan completely. So with the solar panels now, we got enough power at the farm. The property income alone should help us boost up. And of course, now with the other field down here, if I were to take care of it, that'd be good. Yeah, the weeds definitely hit stage 2. But the rest of the fields are looking good. No weeds, limed, fertilized, all set to go. I need to stop by and just make sure that the sheep have a good amount of water, because it's a hot morning. Really, really hot. So hopefully the crops can manage the heat today. Although they should be ready for harvest at some point today. When they're ready for harvest, I'm going to be a busy farmer because, well, I'm all alone. But the best part about it is after I get done harvesting a field, the autonomous tractor can go in. And I'm kind of learning, like I said, how to program it. Did a little more research and fiddling around with the software last night. So hopefully I don't have the problem with the tractor missing the outer headland. Fingers crossed. But in the meantime, I think the rest of the morning, and while I'm waiting for the crops to grow, I'm going to go over check on the autonomous tractor in a minute. I think I'm going to put the plow subsoiler on here, and I'm going to start probably creating a grass field somewhere. Definitely probably over by the silo bunkers. That'd be the smart thing. Plus, I can also keep an eye on the autonomous tractor. Although I'm have more faith and trust in it now, it would be good just to keep an eye on it. I do want to come over here just to make sure the horses, yeah, they're not, they don't require that much water, but a little fresh water wouldn't hurt. So, need to go drop off this trailer, hitch onto the subsoiler, and start making a field somewhere, and then on the way over, I will check on the autonomous tractor to see how they're doing. Alright, so hopefully my tractor is doing what it should be doing out here on its own. Well, it's where it should be, anyways, and it's still going back and forth. That should compact it a little bit quicker than what I could with this tractor. That tractor is a little bit more heavier and does have more wheels on it. Oh yeah, and also when I picked up all the parts for the solar panel and built that yesterday, I did pick up the touch-up paint for the tractor. So I took care of that yesterday. I changed the oil. The hydraulic fluid and the cooling fluid look pretty darn good on it. Since it only has like 20 some odd hours on it, didn't need to change that. But I changed the oil just to be sure. And now it's all painted and looking nice and pretty. And it's doing what it should be doing. Let me just double check here. 40% compacted already, so it's getting along really, really well. So I should be able to sell the silage when the price is really, really good. So the question I have for myself is, where do I want to put this grass field? I thought about putting it over there, but if I ever extend that canola field, it'll be in the way, and I kind of want to just move out a little bit further. Nice flat area here, but that's going to be for the cows in the future. Depending on how big the paddock is, I don't know where I'm going to want this grass field. I guess I could just... Wow, this actually looks kind of convenient right here, I think. I think this looks good. Put it like a little rectangular field in here. Oh, I wish I had GPS for this tractor. Make a nice square field if I had to, but it's not too important. There we go. So I'm in no rush to get this field into to be a grass field right away. I'll take my time, get it all set. I mean, I could always just go ahead and put crop in it as well to start off with, because I got plenty of grass around here. The problem is, by mowing around here, yeah, it's not like a true grass field, so I'm getting like other stuff inside with the grass and the chaff, so it's not really coming out to be good silage. So by making a field and hopefully no weeds get into it, I should be getting a better yield out of it with no weeds. And of course with fertilizer being down on it, even better. So I can spend less time going around picking up some grass. And if I get tired of making grass and silage, or I got plenty of it, I can always come over here with a seed drill and go ahead and just plant some crop into it. Now the only thing I just got to slow myself down a little bit with is I don't want to create too much work for myself, even though I got an autonomous tractor. Yeah, still I'm by myself here. So, but in the future, I mean, the way that tractor's working, I can see myself getting a couple. Well, I shouldn't say a couple more. At least one more to go with. I wonder if they make an autonomous harvester. That'd be something. Alright, this is going to be a pretty decent sized grass field, but like I said, in the future I could always go ahead and make it something else other than grass. I probably shouldn't go right against the forest line either, because well, if it's grass, I can drive in the field a little bit. It's not going to hurt it too much. Just trying to think, I need to give myself a pathway around here. Oh, I could put a huge field around here. As the fields get bigger, though, I need to start thinking in the future. I mean, that combine is doing us well, but man, if I start making the fields bigger, but the money's got to come in. But really, the money is starting to flow in rather good. More fields I make, more yield, more crops to sell. And I'm making more fields. Now, yeah, with some help around here, I think things will go a little bit quicker. And now I got the solar panel as well. I'm getting more chickens, more eggs, more sheep, more wool. It's starting to come together. I just would like to hear from the farm owner, because I do have some interest about buying this farm. I do, because I don't have anywhere else to go, and I think I could really make this farm flourish more if I could have more influence. I mean, they said run it as if it was my farm. Should I just take out, I mean, I'm going to need to do something here soon. So I only got 4 days left to where I can sell loose straw, hay, or grass at the store. I mean, I could, I didn't hear from them when I took out a loan. So either they're too busy or don't care. But I mean, if I, then maybe it's because I didn't take out that big of a loan and I'm paying it off. They're like, well, he's paying it off. Time they come here and complain about it. But if I take out a big loan, that may get their attention. I don't know. And I think I decided to keep no name. His name staying that way. But then I got laughing to myself. I said, well, how would I like it if someone came along and, I've been called something for so long, and someone started calling me something else, and I got laughing. It's like, well, that's good. I don't even know what the heck my name even is. Maybe I should be called no name. And that got me laughing. Luckily, there's no one around here, because they'll probably think there's a crazy man here. Well, maybe I am crazy. I don't know. But sitting in my cabin last night, just laughing out loud to my own little jokes. But so much I just want to get done here in the farm. I definitely want some cows sooner than later, but the problem is it's getting later. But that costs money, and now I need probably to build a big factory building to sell straw and hay. I looked at maybe just getting it's kind of like a baler type system. I think it's like what I used on the other farm that he owns. But that was like $380,000 or something like that for that thing. And I don't want to say it doesn't. Yeah, I think it'd just be better off, because I think if I do the factory, it'd just be easier. I think. I'm not sure. I'll have to. I priced. There's a price at the store for the factory, but that's as I found out, that's the price that they give for when they build it. So I've been getting reduced prices because I'm putting up the structures myself. I just have to go down and get the material, which is a lot of trips back and forth with this little tractor. And that's the other thing. I would like to get a bigger tractor for myself to drive. I mean, technically I can drive the autonomous tractor. I got to ride in the back and kind of like use my tablet. It's kind of weird how that works, but it works. But it's definitely something you can't sit in the back of and drive around the field a day and work with it. So yeah, definitely need to amp up my tractor size. I don't need to go really, really big. I mean, I think this is 160 horsepower, so I think something around 280 to 325, somewhere in that range would be good, because now the issue I just thought of is I upgraded the seed drill to an 8 meter wide. This tractor handled it okay as a 6 meter wide. As an 8 meter wide, it's probably going to drag it down too much and probably just hurt the tractor more than anything. So at this point, I can't seed any field. It's going to have to be the autonomous tractor. I can weed and fertilize and all that with this tractor, which keeps me busy enough. But in the future, say I got the autonomous tractor weeding one of the big fields, especially when the crop grows, because I can't see exactly where I've weeded. Since that's got a GPS system on it, it's going to weed the field perfectly. I can't. So by that's weeding, it's like, well, I need to get some seeding done. Now I can't seed, so that's going to be put on hold. So, but I got a $100,000 loan already, and yeah. But if that soybean price ever decides to go up to where it should be, then I can definitely make the cash. And the way the eggs are going, probably in a couple days I'll have. I think we almost got like $35,000 worth of eggs last time we sold those 2 pallets. So yeah, I mean, the money will come in. Just take a while. Just like it's going to take a while to get this whole grass field in. Luckily, no earthquakes or any tremors or anything lately. I have not gone back up to look at the rocks. I need to keep track of it to see what's going on up there, so I can maybe kind of predict what's going on or what's happening. But the other part of me is like, I'd rather not know what's going on. Because I even if something bad were to really happen, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I mean, I tried leaving the area the first day I was here, and I couldn't get out. So I don't want to say I'm stuck here, but I pretty much am. I mean, I tried to leave the gate area, and I couldn't. All these things going through my head. But luckily, it's peaceful around here. So when nighttime comes, I try to just figure everything. I go out, sit in the deck, enjoy the stars. Sometimes a shooting star. I mean, if I can see another shooting star, that'd be great. I made a wish last time, and it kind of came true. I said I wish I had someone to talk to, and I do go out and talk to the horses quite a bit. They stare at me like what an idiot, but it's what you get. Well, I do have a good start on this grass field. I'm just going to keep calling it a grass field because that's what I'm probably going to start it out with. But I need to go check on the autonomous tractor because I was actually kind of shocked how well he was getting along compacting that grass on down. It was looking pretty darn good. So I want to go back. I don't want to be wasting any fuel. And yeah, get that covered up. So get it fermenting. So in a day or so, we'll have some silage to possibly sell. That's the other thing, though. It does take quite a while to load up all that silage, but when you go on down and you get your $4,500, that's usually if it's at $200 per. It definitely does pay off when you make trip after trip. The problem is, it's quite a long trip on the way down there, so I'm not brave enough yet to set a course for the autonomous tractor to go on down and sell and come back. I don't know how that really works, just because it seems kind of weird that the autonomous tractor can unload. I guess it will activate the hydraulics on the tractor to unload the trailer. I think I just need to get more and more confidence in myself and the tractor together, and just give it a whirl sometime. But I mean, it's been here working for almost a half hour on its own and just staying true to the course. The fun part is, I guess I could turn it off with my tablet. I'm going to go ahead and just jump on the back. It's going slow enough. Alright. Alright, so with the tablet out, let's go ahead and hit stop. And if I get out now with the tractor stopped, this chaff looks pretty darn good. pretty darn good. Let's go ahead and drive it off here. Okay, I'll get rid of this on the screen here. I said get rid of that on the screen there. Drive it forward carefully. And we'll turn it off for now. We'll come over here and cover that up. So I think I saw almost like 235,000 liters or so of silage in there. Well, soon to be silage. Well, I'm going to head on back to the cabin here. And I think, I know I said I wasn't going to take the horses out, but I didn't actually get a chance to take Freckles out yesterday afternoon. So I think I'll drive on down to the horse paddock. I'll jump on Freckles, take him out for a little bit of a stroll. Maybe I'll go up there and just take a look at the rocks and see what's going on up there. It's been like a good day and a half or so. So I should probably go up and just see what's going on. But with no rumblings going on, I think everything's okay. As for the fields down here, just waiting for them to turn to be ready for harvest. And eventually I'll get back to that grass field making that. So it'll probably be a couple days before I get back to it. I really need to think about getting back to working around the cabin just a little bit. Maybe removing some trees just a little bit. Make a little bit of a path over to the cabin as well. So when I drive back and forth, it looks relatively nice. As our canola field looks nice as well. I'm quite a long, I don't want to say a long distance away from where these rocks are, but I guess all depends on whatever happens. I'm far or not far. It's hard to say. Although it does, not that I'm building that far out yet, but it kind of restricts me from wanting to build out here right now until I know what's going on up here. Freckles sure likes to get his mojo going. He likes to really get going here. Seems nice and calm up here today. I'll come up here and take a quick look inside. Well, the water is still there. Just be careful, Freckles. This is this rock here. It might be slippery for you. Yeah, it's looking like it was the other day when I checked up on it, so no change is good change as far as I'm concerned. I want to get a rough idea how even these fields are. The canola field's kind of along this path here. And I think I'm out beyond these trees here. I think I am anyways. Maybe I'm not. Or maybe the field's out here further than I thought it was. Alright, so it's almost like even, which is not bad. Not like I was trying to do that, but I was thinking about that when I was riding back from the stones. And this would be a pretty decent sized field, I think, for a grass field. If I get it, you know, limed and fertilized correctly and all that, it should produce rather well. Rather than mowing around like I did the other day. Won't get any weeds in it and such. Freckles. Freckles.